go down to the Valley of the Sun, where the Arizona Cardinals hired Jonathan Gannon, the former Eagles defensive coordinator, and Kyler Murray coming off an ACL. He's probably not going to be back until at least halfway through the year, and I think I've seen some reports that have said he might just sit out this entire year. If the Cardinals are being honest with themselves and watching them on Hard Knocks, I don't think they don't really want to have truth tellers come in and tell them the truth about their organization. But this is a rebuild. This is where you trade DeAndre Hopkins, you cut as many people as you can and just try to build towards the future, and in hope where you can draft well, get some nice pieces in free agency, where when Kyler comes back in 2024, that's when the real Jonathan Gannon era will start in Arizona.
To me, this is one of the biggest rebuilds in the last 3 years. Like, there's not a lot of good on this team right now, anywhere.
And Kyler Murray, too, it sounds like he's not the most player in that locker room either.
You know, I don't think Gannon's that good he was okay.
He wasn't good.
That defense was not as good as people think.
Well, and they offered the job to Brian Flores, who's the Vikings D coordinator now, but he didn't want to work with Kyler Murray.
Yeah,
which is and then also I wouldn't want to work for Michael Bidwell.
No,
I wouldn't want to work for that owner. I'd much rather come to Minnesota and work for Ziggy, where the Wilf family, they let the football people make football decisions.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm with Ethan. I don't think Gannon's a real good coordinator, a good position coach, because he got exposed this year by playing a weak schedule. And then the last 2 times he's played the Chiefs, his defense has given up 42 and 38 points. All right, sorry, take away the Nick Bolton one, 31 points. And then also this year when they actually faced a competent quarterback their other time, Dak put up 40 points on him on Christmas Eve. I don't get.
Put over 30 on him, didn't they?
Who?
The Lions?
Yeah, Lions put up 35.
Yeah, week 1. Yep.
Yeah, they put up 35 on him. This just seems like a job where Arizona was told no 3 times, and at some point, someone had to take this job.
Yeah, it's the Cardinals being the Cardinals.
It's just I don't get it, and I wish the guy had nothing but the best, but I just don't know. I don't think he's ready to be a head coach yet. And he's got a bad roster, a quarterback who players don't like. I mean, Patrick Peterson called him out before their game this year. And remember, it was either at the Pro Bowl or the Super Bowl this year. J.J. Watt was asked about Kyler Murray and didn't answer the question.
Oh, I missed that. I did not see that.
Yeah, I think he was on.
But that's pretty damning if a guy like J.J. Watt doesn't want to answer a question about it.
He's retired. And you saw how he reacted, like I said earlier, when Houston hired DeMeco Ryans. He was saying how great DeMeco was. JJ bought his first house in the same neighborhood as DeMeco because he trusts DeMeco. He's a leader. Men will want to follow him. And he didn't answer the question about Kyler. That should say everything about Kyler that we need to know. Stay away from that guy. He's gonna cause you to lose his job.
Mm-hmm. And you can go back to a couple of years ago when Budda Baker got hurt and he was getting carried off on a cart. 52 players went over to dap him up, or 51 went over to dap him up. Budda Baker was one. The other one was Kyler Murray. Didn't go over there.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So, yeah, the Cardinals probably staring a fourth place finish in the loaded NFC West again.
And then also,
almost inevitable.
Look at the other coaches in that division. That's the thing. It's Jonathan Gannon, but Sean McVay, Super Bowl champion. Pete Carroll, Super Bowl champion and BCS champion. Look what he did.
Got Geno Smith to the playoffs.
Exactly. Look what he did last year with that Seahawks rebuilding team. Kyle Shanahan, been to 3 of the last 4 NFC championship games. Runner up in the Super Bowl.
Best roster in football.
Best roster in football. He was down to his 3rd string quarterback and probably would have given Philly a game.
They might go for the Lions record here.
Oh,
you think over?
That's a bold prediction, Ethan. Are you saying they go over?
Who do they beat? Year? Who can you say they're going to be? I mean, it is obviously early in the offseason, but they are terrible.
Well,
what all-pro player do they have at any level on any side of the field after they trade Hopkins? They're going to have to. He ain't going to play for them.
They have Buddha, but a safety ain't changing the game. A person at the safety position ain't changing a franchise.
They might have the worst roster. They have a way worse roster than Houston does.
I would agree.
I take.
I would agree with that.
I mean,
Right now, because I think James Conner's gone. I think DeAndre's gone.
Andre's gone.
Probably the rest of those receivers. Zach Ertz is coming off another guy coming off an ACL injury.
And he had a midseason too. He ain't gonna be back for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, they play the Bears and they play the Texans. Both are expected to be improved, but you never know.
I think
Atlanta,
Fields probably lights them up.
Atlanta will beat them easily.
I think the Browns will be improved. Deshaun Watson's got some football underneath him. Commanders, who knows?
Now, Ron's not going to let that happen.
That defense
That
is
game,
gonna.
that game is in Washington as well.
They,
But
2-15 at a good year.
Yeah, I put the over
well,
under.
and all their winnable games too. Looking at it now, are all on the road because they've got the Bears. They go to Chicago. Texans. They go to Houston. Commanders. They go to Washington. Browns. They go there.
Yeah, no, they win that game.
I don't think they're beating the Steelers either.
Mm-mm.
No.
But
Yeah, I'd put it maybe over under at 3.
yeah, I wonder what their win total is. I suppose they won't come out until the actual schedules are dropped. But
And I bet you it'll be 3.5.
It's gonna be close.
They went
and the smart money's on the under.
They went 4-13 last year.
Yeah, the Chiefs won more home games than the Cardinals did.
Yeah, the Chiefs won more games in State Farm Stadium than the Cardinals did last year.
That's nuts.
So
They won the first and the last game of the year in that stadium.
Yeah. That's insane.
And I got to watch them lose too.
True.
So, well, I think that's about all we got for some NFL talk